Dear friends in Christ, as your new bishop, with humility and joy, I believe that God has given me a great and precious gift, and that gift is you, the faithful of the Diocese of Kamloops. I hope and pray that my life, my sacrifice, and my service here may also become a gift for you. When we receive God's gift, we are expected to make good use of that gift for His glory. As a family of the Diocese of Kamloops, together we will do whatever we can possibly do to bring the gift of hope to our people by proclaiming what we believe and sharing what we have received through the work of education, faith formation, and charity. And if we do so, our church will become a church of hope, a church of welcoming, and more importantly, a church of communion with our loving and merciful God who has given us everything, and the communion with one another. Faith in action is really our principle of life. Faith without action is a dead faith. Therefore, loving care through generous share is the measure of our faith. Once again, as we enter this year campaign, I express my gratitude to you for your continuing support. Your generosity allows us to share the gift of love while we undertake the critical mission of sustaining the activities of our diocesan church. For it is only through these activities, our gathering, our quest for understanding, and ultimately the fulfillment of our earthly mission of loving, that evangelization takes place.
In worldly terms, every action we take has cost associated with it in order to continue to be able to minister to our youth, our families, married couples, our clergy, and our communities at large. Our need is great. Your support is crucial. At the same time, the completion of various parish projects throughout the diocese is good news, allowing programs and services to continue and addressing in a very real way our goal of sharing the gift of our love. Campaign 26 financial objectives are broken out here in hard costs necessary to maintain and improve facilities. The Immaculate Heart of Mary Shrine and Center welcomes individuals and groups to explore more deeply how we can share the gift of our love. And our Catholic schools are an ongoing active sharing of that love with our children. To nurture and educate our youth and young adults is one of our most important tasks. Events such as this weekend rally for young adults held at St. John Vianney in Kamloops is just one example where Faith in Action allows our youth to meet, learn, and enjoy true love and friendship.
Well, it's really fun. It's really cool to see everyone that are still part of your faith, because it's sometimes hard, when you're growing up in a church that don't have a lot of kids your age. Right. You can come and see that there is support for you, and you can nourish and experience and talk without feeling like you're getting judged. And when I show up here, I felt like I was actually part of a big, massive family.
They're totally cool dudes. Awesome. They get it to you in a different way. I've learned so much about all of your relationship with God and how it's important to build a strong foundation and be in a much better positive attitude. This is definitely a great experience, and I'm going to be remembering it for the rest of my life.
Our Youth and Young Adult Office facilitates outreach and faith experiences in our parishes at the diocesan level and at Thompson Rivers University to assist in the healing of broken relationships. Nowhere is love more necessary than in the void of marital separation and divorce. Our marriage tribunal seeks to address this as well as the need for both mercy and justice. To build faith, the sacrament of marriage and the experience of family life are built upon shared love. Our ministry of them includes natural family planning services, support, and healing. Religious education addresses primarily the catechetical formation of children who are unable to attend Catholic schools, and adult education programs for those seeking to explore our faith more deeply. To reach out, our priests and religious continue to share the gift of our love in many ways. The Fountain Lake Pilgrimage, hospital and home visitation, First Nations ministry, and service to the poor exemplify how the gifts of our love are shared generously and without reservation. And to care for our clergy and seminarians. The diocese as a whole shares the gift of our love with assistance in the areas of education of future priests and in providing necessary health care and retirement needs for those who have given their lives in service. The achievement of these goals directly affects our ability to share the gift of our love throughout the diocese.
Brothers and sisters in Christ, sharing the gift of our love is the primary call of Christian discipleship. Jesus mandates us to love one another as He loved us. Faith in Action Campaign 26 provides meaningful ways in which the gift of our love is shared with others. Generously offering your financial resources secures our ability to truly share the gift of our love. Thank you for taking the time to evaluate our progress and commit with us to our goals, for your past generosity, and for continuing to be faithful partners in this calling. As we reflect upon this, we can be mindful of St. Paul's words in the first letter to Corinthians, that three things remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.